There are many ways to get your offer accepted, especially in a competitive market. You want to make sure that your offer is strong. One of the ways that you can submit a competitive offer is having your agent speak to the listing agent and figure out what terms are favorable to the seller. Sometimes the seller wants a really short close. So that's easy for a cash buyer, especially if there's no HOA in that the home belongs to. And if you are financing the property, check with your lender, see how fast it can close the loan. That could be something where it might benefit the seller to close escrow within a very short period, anywhere from 10 to 21 days. Typically it's about 30 days. Another thing that may be favorable to the seller could be that they need a lease back. You're basically renting the house, so after escrow closes, you officially become the owner, but you can't move in yet. You are basically renting out the house to the seller for an X amount of period of time. Sometimes you charge them per day or per month, depending on how long they're in there, or sometimes it's free, so you're basically coming out of pocket, but it just depends of the seller's needs. Another thing to keep in mind is contingency periods. You want to go a little bit shorter than the typical contingency period, just to give you a little bit of leverage. If you really want a house, don't submit a lowball offer on the house. That might just upset the seller and they might not want to negotiate with you whatsoever and can take you out of the running. So make sure that your agent is running comps to make sure that the price is fair, and you might have to go a little bit higher. One thing that you might want to ask yourself is, at what price are you willing to lose a house? And that might have you go in there and actually think about how much you actually want the house and submit a really competitive offer. Another thing to keep in mind is the market that you're in and the time of year. So typically spring and summer are the busiest in real estate. That's when you have more buyers entering the market. So you have more competition, so you really have to submit a strong offer. And also when rates drop, there's more competition. One thing that could be in your favor is if you're in the market in a non-peak time, whether it's fall or winter, and rates are a little bit higher because there's less competition. Especially with rates being higher, there's a little bit of affordability issue. So if you are able to qualify, that's a great time for you to buy and get your offer accepted. Let me know if you have any questions.